Now, give me a little background on you. Tell me
Okay,
about where you're from and how you got here, and what your
sure.
agricultural background is, that kind of thing.
That's not a short story, though.
Tell us why there's so much emotion.
Wow. Let's see, I'm originally from Venezuela, and I grew up in a water buffalo ranch. I knew I wanted to be a ranch manager and work with cattle. So I went to vet school in Venezuela, and I did that for 2 years. It took me 2 years to complete 1 year just because of the strikes. If it wasn't the students, it was the teachers or the employees of the university. So it was all the time, on hold. I realized pretty quick that that was just going to be a waste of my time. So I applied for a scholarship, and I went to Montana State University. I went to the ag department. I studied animal and range science, livestock management. While I was while I was going to school there, I met my wife during a summer teaching rock climbing. But anyway, when we got here, it was basically to kind of start over in the States. I wanted to keep ranching. And when we drove up here, I found Emma and David in the driveway, and basically introduced myself and my wife and my son. And right away, she offered me the job, and I started working like the following week. But at that point, David was already starting to get sick when I started working here. So So I worked here for 2 years, just as a ranch hand. But the treatment was always great with Emma and with David. And David passed away during those 2 years that I was here. And then I went on, and I actually went to study renewable energy, just to get more knowledgeable about stuff that you need to know at the ranch. And I did that for a little while. So I went back to Venezuela, and I tried getting back into ranching. And I did that for 4 years, and that's when the situation really turned out bad in Venezuela. So we left all that behind and came back. So this is actually my second tour at the Thai bar. And when we came back, I actually sent my wife and my kids ahead, and she ran into Emma at the grocery store and tells Emma what happened, and Emma's like, well, if you want to come back to the ranch, you're welcome. Anyway, so she opened up the doors to the ranch back to me and to my family when we came back. So this place is not only special because Emma is being very kind to me and my family. But also then, my daughter was born here. So when I started working here, a year later, my daughter was born. So she was born here at the property, at the ranch too, as a home birth. So there's definitely a lot of emotions tied up in this ranch for me already. So supposedly ranching is one of the most dangerous professions out there. And it is, I would say that it's more hard work than a dangerous one, but maybe it's just because you get used to it. But having a gentle herd that is easy to handle on food, on a four-wheeler, on horse, is a really big deal nowadays, especially having a large herd that you have to calve and take care of the calf the moment they're born in order to keep a registered herd. It's very important that added to the temperament of the cow. And a cow that you can handle is a cow that makes you proud. To me, a gentle cow is worth twice as much as a one. Actually, I don't spend money on a cow that is just not gentle. It's just not worth it. It's not worth anything. will wreck an employee and you lose more than the cow is ever gonna give you. So the ranching way of living, it really is something that you grow up doing. You know, Emma asked, how come is it so hard to find good employees nowadays? And it's because people just don't grow up doing it. You gotta grow up doing it to love it. And when you work at a ranch, you don't look at it as somebody else's cow, as somebody else's grass. You look at it as if it's yours, because you're the one out there here irrigating it every day. You're the one out here taking care of the cows. You're the one that rides the horse. So it's really your horse. It's like your cows. So if you enjoy it like if it's yours and treat it like it's yours, you just don't have the financial stress. You just have the joyful part. So I guess that's something I learned in these changes in my life too. You don't have to own it to really enjoy it to its full.